Hello, my site is currently being hosted on render.com, and when we go to the API docs route, you see that we get the documentation for every route, every collection in a database. So for the event route, we can use the get. So we got every data in our database, and see we return the appropriate status code. Then for the posts, this is what we are going to post into the database, but you see that we actually get an error. We are unauthorized because we are not yet logged into our database. So we can actually still use the get by ID route. So for the get by ID, and the get by ID route, and see we got the exact one by ID. And then for the put route, we're also going to put by ID. But as you see here, we're going to get that we are unauthorized, and so it's the same for the delete route. Alright, so for the other collections, we can also see the same things apply. We can get, so we've gotten for the what's it called route. And when we try to post, discover that we're actually unauthorized because yeah, we are logged out. And then when we try to get the ID, can actually get the ID and see that every time it returns the appropriate status code for whatever the request that happened, for whatever happened to the request. So and as you can see, we want to be able to will be unauthorized. So also for the registrations route. So I just want to quickly show every one of them that we can do while being logged out. Then I'll log in to show the rest. So for the registrations route, we've gotten it, done the appropriate status code. So when we try to post, actually get our unauthorized, we can get by the ID very quick here. Read and yeah, got the specific one by the ID. When we try to delete, let me delete this time. Try it out. Delete. Control V. And get that correctly. Then we are unauthorized, and then finally for the review route, let's try it out. We can execute it. We get the correct response and status code. Then we can post, yeah, obviously post, but we get an error because you're logged out, you're unauthorized. Yes, and then to get the ID, you can actually get the ID. It's not a protected route, gotten by ID. And see here also that delete and put are also protected route, but I'm only going to test delete. So delete is a protected route. Right. Now log into our application by using the auth Google part. So it's going to ask me to verify my Google account, loading. Until now, when we are logged in, sorry for that, we'll be able to use the post routes. So when I try to execute that, you now get ticket customers being number here. Of course, so that comes from our data validation. Let's do that. Alright, see the event created successfully. When you check our MongoDB, you can see that it was created successfully. Post it, try, give it the ID. You can see now that you now have access to post it. Updated successfully. When you check our MongoDB database, you see that we have changed it was 100, now it's 2000, and now we can easily delete that. Try it out. Yeah. Paste it. So we see that when we check our Mongo, find out that we deleted it. Alright, so we can go for the users collection. We can paste or post rather. Okay, age must be a number. My data validation also, let's say 13 collection rather. I will see that has been created. And perform a push request on it also. Um, that it has been updated successfully. Check on MongoDB. And that the user has been updated from 13 to 15, and also the phone number. We can also go ahead and delete the user by using the delete route. So we just paste it and execute that. So when we come here, we'll find out that the user has been deleted successfully. Now we can go to the registration route. So we've gotten everything before. So we just have to perform a post request. Yep, so it has been posted successfully. We can check that. Should we get route? Should we get that? We can just grab the ID. We can also confirm from our database that it has been updated. You can see that we now have third entity in our database, so we can perform a put request on the data and pass in the ID through, and then we can change the then we can change the description to from the newest event to great purpose. So let's execute that. I think it was done successfully. Yes, so it was successful. You can see it has been updated to a great purpose. In the database, we can delete the information from our database collection. So successful. Finally, it has been successfully deleted. Now for the final route, which is the review route, we can perform and execute post requests. Say review created successfully with request on it. So we change the description to great review. So we are going to change it from first review of this event to a great review. So paste that and then dated successfully. If we check our database, find out that it has been updated successfully to a great review. So we can go on to delete that person ID.